Alright, what's going on, my YouTubers right across the world? I hope you're having a kick-ass day in your day-to-day life, no matter what you are doing and what your goals for this evening, as long as it's the highest good of all. Alright. I've been playing a lot of Mario and Mario Odyssey and Zelda Legend of Time, and I'll just show you viewers real quick. Okay. Going. Just a shot up in front. And I shall switch that out. And we shall put in there we go. Just bear with me, guys. Yes. There is Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've been doing a ton of hours, tons and tons of stuff in these games. Do we have a ballpark winner? The answer is yes. With further ado, the winner is Super Mario Odyssey. This Super Mario Odyssey could be the best game ever known to mankind. Its world, its meaning, what it means to play this game, it's just blown my way, and it gets a legendary 10 out of 10 legendary status. Zelda, the Zelda, 10 out of 10 legendary status. They both do. But Mario Odyssey, I mean, man, what they've done to this game is just astounding. The way how, oh man, it's just breathtaking. The 12 worlds that Mario goes through to get to where he needs to be in the end, and spoil alert, to get rejected by Princess Peach. You know what, if I was in Mario's shoes, I'd kind of say, yeah, you know what, fuck it, the next time you're in trouble, you can sort of bail yourself out from it. Then he goes into that Mario 64 land, which is the same old game from the Nintendo 64, but newer and upgraded and various bits and pieces. To be honest, I didn't really enjoy that. When I was playing through that, I realised that I had the exact same problems as I did as a child, sort of playing through that game, and you just think, God damn it, if I only spend more time just searching through the moons. And not only that, I want to go back and play Mario Odyssey again, only because it's just that breathtaking. It's just remarkable that you can easily get 6 months out of going all the moons, finding the coins and finding out various bits and pieces. The other thing, I can't get it up there now, but Donkey Kong City, living in the countryside, just seeing all that stuff take place. It's so refreshing, and to have it starting at night and then playing your way through today, it's just so breathtaking. And the other reason I'm giving the Super Mario Odyssey the edge is I haven't got nothing against Zelda. I'll get to that in a second. Is that it gives you hints for games to come in the near future on the Switch. I mean, Bass's Temple, like Doom, the boss fights reminded me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 90s, and just a little bit where it's just going and then it explodes. So there might be another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game coming to the Switch. There might be another Transformers game coming to the Switch. Like it's just, they just dropped so many bombshells to sort of suggest all this cool ideas. There might be music games coming to the Switch in the near future when Mario's in Donkey Kong City and he's got to get all the bands together and performing in one big band, and you get moons from that. That seems to suggest there might be some sort of music involvement coming to the Switch that they haven't revealed yet. And to see the graphics from Donkey Kong City, I mean, it's just mind-boggling. And they even got little hints. I know it's out now, but Mario Rabbids, there's little hints like that that just make your world go, wow. To see Toddish in there seems to think that there's another Toddish game coming out. There's only one racing film in the entire game, which is just breathtaking to say the least. And the boss fights are fun, and when you think you've finished the boss fight and you're progressing through the game at Super Speed, there's another boss fight in 5 minutes. It's just so beautifully done. I mean, even I'm sort of saying at Christmas time I want to pick up Mario Kart and get that and go around and give a day's time. They've even got hints in there from LA Nola and things like that that's coming out in September as well when I was looking in EB Games. And to think they almost did a 99 series of Batman Arkham Knight, but just smashed it out of the park. And this little game right here, I can't express on how much effort that they, heart and soul they put into it, and how many years it took to make Super Mario Odyssey, I must find that out, and there's little segments of Star Wars in there. I mean, who's not to suggest that there might be a new Star Wars game coming to the Switch? I mean, I don't know, just little things like the Boo and the sand level, the grass level, you know, the water level, all these elements could be suggesting there could be another Star Wars game coming to the Switch. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but man, you know, Super Smash Brothers, Pokemon, things like that. It's all started with this little cartridge that I just picked up for $19. I would happily pay $200 for that in the shop. Happily. This is the first review that I've done for the Switch, and it's a 10 out of 10 legendary status. I mean, an A plus, 5 gold stars, 5 moon stars. I'm not complaining. If anything, it's a little too hard for kids, and they might need their parents to say, shit, can you help me through this? That's the only thought. That is the only thing is it might be too hard. And I don't know if there's control levels or medium, low or high or whatever, but this little thing right here that I'm holding could be worth an absolute mint to the kids coming through on the next generation. It is the best game of the year in my opinion so far. Mario Odyssey deserves an applause. Now, getting back to The Legend of Zelda, that's a 10 out of 10, but that's a 10 out of 10 for different levels, and both of the heroes are a little bit vulnerable. You know, Mario's got his problems. He's just been rejected by Princess Peach and then goes back to Princess Peach Castle wanting an explanation, and Princess Peach is like, yeah, get fucked, I don't want you, I want to be with Luigi, and so on and so forth. Things like that. Or Princess Peach may even get with Zelda in time to come. I mean, who knows? You know, and who's to say, you know, it's just mind-boggling to say, well, is Princess Peach doing things for Zelda that we don't know about? Is she the princess in Zelda? I mean, it's all starting to make sense. I've been wanting that since when I was a child too, playing through these games. Getting back to Zelda, if, you know, so, which means that there might be a conflict of interest between Mario and Zelda in time to come. I mean, you know, so I'm just putting it out there. How cool would that be? Between you and me, I'd have more money on Zelda because he's got the Master Sword, he's got bows, he's got fiery arrows, he's got ice arrows, he's got shockwave arrows, and knows how to scavenge for food, knows how to cook food, independent, and practically my money's on Zelda because he's just bigger, better, stronger. Zelda knows all about the climate changes, like he knows how to handle heat, and he knows how to handle cold, and he knows how to handle through the lost woods, having to find the Master Sword, and Legend of Zelda is one of those games where you can just play for a lifetime and still not know where everything is, and you probably get more value from Legend of Zelda than you do with Mario, but then you can argue you get more value from Mario than you do Legend of Zelda, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. It's just one of those things, you know, to... but mind you, again, Zelda's going through the same problems as Mario. The Princess of Zelda is just a pain in the ass, and she just doesn't want to be anywhere around him and various bits and pieces, and it's just like in relationships in real life, and takes it back to your fantasy games and various bits and pieces, you know, to make sort of so vulnerable at the start to this big badass dude in the end that virtually destroys Gandalf and Gandhi or whatever his name is in less than a half an hour, and to think he's already halfway beaten because he's defeated the 4 divine beasts and God knows what, and the difficulty is, yeah, Zelda's definitely more difficult than Mario Odyssey, but Mario Odyssey still has its challenges and this and that, and it's great talking about these games, and they both get a 10 out of 10 legendary status. I'm even thinking about buying the worst game that's out there and just comparing it to make me feel a little bit more appreciated on how these two games and these designers and came into reality, and the fact that they got no season passes and no more buying extra money, and that just what Nintendo encapsulated on so well, and they actually use that as their selling point, and it's what I do in my gardening round, and it's just awesome. The one thing I would say about Zelda is a little bit disappointed is that he doesn't get to play songs like he did in the Nintendo 64, and the fact that he doesn't go back to being a child, which, you know, but again, there's really no point, but if they can make it a fair point, that would be good, but they were taking out the game out of the old classic version, which I might even get stuck into again at some point in time, and who knows. Can Nintendo keep this up in time to come when it comes to Switch? I certainly hope so, but I don't think so in the long term. That's why I'm giving these games a 10 out of 10 status, and if they could have another 4 top-selling games, which probably not. I mean, the PlayStation 4 will be on the bounce back. Don't you worry about that. I mean, the PlayStation 4's got Red Dead Redemption 2 and various bits and pieces coming out, which we'll probably see to the end of its retirement, and it'll be the perfect send-off to one of the greatest systems of all time that's ever built, and then hopefully they'll release the PlayStation 5, which is they're keeping under closed doors, but guess what, we know it anyway. So this is just a little happy video to talk to you guys and hear your final thoughts, and let me know on what you guys think are the best games, and let me know what the best games are to come into the future. I'm definitely looking forward to play LA Nora and Supercard on Christmas Day, and I'll do a couple of videos leading into Christmas Day to teach you guys and various bits and pieces and girls on how to better cope. So I just might leave it at that and head off and play some more Super Mario Odyssey. Okay, peace.